Election season is always a tumultuous time, but no matter what topic you're discussing or debating, it's always important to stay polite. Luckily for us, our etiquette expert, Thomas Farley, aka Mr. Manners, is here to give us some tips on how to navigate those situations. So Thomas, some discussions can get pretty heated, as we know, and a lot of people kind of tend to avoid the topic entirely. Should we be doing that?
I think it's important for all of us, Liza, to be prepared to engage and defend our beliefs. In fact, if we don't ever have a conversation with people, particularly those who think differently from the way we do, how can we ever hope to come to any sort of understanding of why other people have these beliefs? So I think as long as this can be done in a respectful and considerate way, I do think that discussing politics can play an important part of friendships and family relationships.
That is very true. And I think, like you said, that if you kind of just swallow these, then you can't really ever understand what another person is feeling, thinking, experiencing. So especially in a time where social media is so common and we're really getting to see a lot of people who have the same exact opinions as us, it's really important to have those discussions. But when you are going through those conversations, it's really important to stay civil and skip the insults, right?
Yes, very much so. So the moment you start using terms like "that's stupid" or "that's a dumb idea" or "how could you think something so ridiculous," we are entering the realm of offending and not listening. So rather than using those pejorative terms, I suggest something like, "That's an interesting view. What would make you say that?" Or "What makes you think that?" This allows the person to dig deeper and perhaps even start questioning their own reasons for thinking something, but at least to be able to provide a defense and give us that greater understanding rather than insulting the person's intelligence, which this is not going to go well.
No, that's very true. And so also it's really important to allow people to get out of a conversation if they no longer want to be in it, right? We don't want to force somebody to continue talking about it.
Yes, that's right. So we're going to set some ground rules before we even begin. And one of those ground rules can include having a safe word. So if either one of you feel that your temperature is rising past the point of no return, having that safe word so that you can safely exit. But if it doesn't get to that point, but on the other hand, you simply feel like you've exhausted everything you have to say and there's nothing more for you to hear, then this is an appropriate time to civilly end the conversation. And if you can do so with a smile and a handshake, I think you're both winning the civility discourse.
Of course. And then also, once we get the results of the election, how do we handle that? If it's the candidate that we were hoping for, if they don't get it, how do we handle that in conversations with others? And also, if the person that you do want to win does win, how do you handle that in a polite way as well?
Sure. So, of course, November 5th is Election Day, but I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with these conversations well past November 5th, depending on how, it's a close election. So depending on how this all turns out, we may be still dealing with these issues for a couple of days, weeks, and hopefully certainly not months, but we shall see. So I think for the person who believes their candidate has won, it's important not to gloat and hold that over the person whose candidate did not win. And for the one who loses, to accept it as gracefully and graciously as possible, knowing that there's always another election right around the corner.
That's very true. Well, Thomas, thank you so much for these tips, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Liza.